What have I just seen? Manchester United have just lost 3-0 to rivals Man City in the Premier League. 3-0 is an absolute disgrace. Those players should be ashamed of themselves. Literally after 10-15 minutes I thought United looked good, looked positive, had a few chances. After that, embarrassing. They gave up, it was pathetic. I mean, we can all agree, Haaland penalty. Was it a penalty? I mean, I think that was very soft, and to be honest, I thought it was never a penalty. So I can understand United fans would be upset about that. But I mean, after that, I mean, for the City second goal, Haaland was wide open at the back post. How can you leave the top scorer of the Premier League, the treble winner last year, who got, was it 56 goals? How can you leave him open at the back post? Like, of course he's going to score. It was embarrassing, disgraceful performance. Ten Hag, is he fighting for his job? Is he at risk of getting sacked? It's close. I mean, I think the main issue is who do you get in instead. There's not really many managers out there who are available really, and I mean, who would take the United job at this moment in time? They're struggling, they're not a great team, just losing 3-0, the mentality's wrong, they give up easily, it's embarrassing. Next game we're going to talk about Palace v Spurs. Spurs won 2-1, they've been phenomenal this season, one of the few teams still unbeaten, them and Arsenal. Son scoring, just incredible really. Even better, they beat Palace, even better result then. Incredible. Chelsea, that's another one. That is another absolute disgrace. Chelsea, to be fair to them, were good. In the first half, created lots of chances. They could have scored 2-3 goals, but they lack a clinical striker. Jackson is not doing it for me. I think, you know, spending £1 billion, you'd expect him to have something better. Jackson's just not it. I don't think it's Premier League level. Maybe top Championship level, maybe. But Premier League, no chance. I mean, Brentford have been struggling this season. This isn't the Brentford from last year, which were doing well. This is a Brentford that near the bottom of the table, lower half. It's embarrassing from Chelsea. They've gone really downhill. Bowley, I don't know, he's not the one. But they have spent money, spent £1 billion. That's since he's come in. That's phenomenal amounts of money, and what have they got for it, realistically? I do like Gallagher though, that's one positive I will say. I think he's playing well. Pochettino has sort of redefined his role, and you know, he's playing out of his skin. I think I've always had a soft spot for him. I think he's good. Arsenal 5-0 against Sheffield United. I mean, I suppose this was expected. Sheffield United, were they on 1 point this season? They've been abysmal. I think, you know, they're relegated already, might as well send them down. They've got a poor team, and United, on the momentum and form that they're on, not United, sorry, Arsenal, with the momentum and form they're on, I mean, you just expected them to turn them over, which they did. Nketiah hat-trick. I mean, do Arsenal need another striker? There was debate that Nketiah's not good enough, Arsenal need to sign a better striker, but I don't think you'll find much better than Nketiah, and let me explain. Obviously, it's a starting striker. Nketiah's not good enough. He's not going to win you the league ever. But Nketiah is probably the best striker as like a second backup striker. You know, think of great teams from before, when their main number 9 isn't performing, in steps the backup striker to sort of get the odd goal here and there, just to keep the team ticking over. And that's what Nketiah does, you know, coming up with a hat-trick when Jesus isn't performing. You know, hats off to him, he's done well, to be fair. I mean, Everton versus West Ham, that was a shock. Everton winning 1-0. You know, Sean Dyche ball, obviously, he doesn't like it. 4-4-2, Sean Dyche, he doesn't love it. I think the main surprise was Calvert-Lewin scoring, coming back from injury. Obviously, always that debate, is he good enough for the Prem, really? When you have that much time out, that much time without football, you know, it affects the players, you know, it affects their training, their fitness, their mentality. They're not match sharp, but Calvert-Lewin got himself a goal, and it's surprising really. I mean, Everton have spent a lot, they're one of the top spenders, yet they find themselves near the bottom of the league. But if Calvert-Lewin can come back, if he can stay fit, I think, you know, he's a good striker. When he's fit, the problem obviously is his injuries. But if Calvert-Lewin can stay fit, I think Everton have got a good striker that can get him goals and keep him up, because they're in a relegation battle this year. I think they'll survive just simply because they've got Luton, Sheffield United, Burnley as well. There's 3 teams which look poor at least. So I think Everton, by the end of the season, they'll be just good enough. We've got Aston Villa versus Luton. I think everyone expected this. Unai Emery have got Aston Villa ticking over. It's amazing the way they're playing, attacking football. Got Diaby scoring. I think he looks like a great signing so far. Incredible player. And yeah, it's just good to see that, you know, Aston Villa, obviously a big club from their history and what they've won, just sort of getting back into it, you know, competing again, getting into Europe. I mean, they've been in great form. Luton, I mean, I know they got a goal, but it was an own goal, so, you know, I still think Luton just look poor. I was hoping for a bit more, it's just hard though, isn't it? Obviously, the team's not Premier League level. I do like Tom Lockyer though. I think he's a good captain, good player, good defender. But I don't know. Luton are always going to struggle, and I think they've got a long season ahead. They might be able to pick up a few points here and there, but I think they're going to really struggle. Looking on to next week though, match day 11, we've got Fulham versus United. And I mean, this is just going to be an awful game, isn't it? Let's be honest. Both teams not doing very well. Fulham near the bottom, losing Mitrovic was a big loss. United, terrible form, not playing very well. I think they're losing to Newcastle as I speak right now, as I'm recording this video. I think as bad as United have been, I think they're going to scrape a win here. I'm going to predict 1-0 win. After their last week's derby embarrassment, I think the players might have a bit more motivation, sort of kick up their, and I think they'll scrape a win in this match. Next is City Bournemouth. City treble winners. I mean, Haaland's gone a brace in his last game. I think they're going to blow Bournemouth away. I think Bournemouth made a huge mistake sacking Gary O'Neill. I think City could win this. I'm going to say 4-0. 4-0, yeah, definitely. Newcastle versus Arsenal. Obviously, that's a big game. Both teams good form, high up the table. Arsenal want to try and keep their unbeaten streak and push Tottenham as well for that #1 spot. Newcastle, obviously Tonali's out for 10 months due to his betting issues. It's a big loss for them. I mean, he hasn't necessarily done too well when he's played for Newcastle. I think people were expecting a bit more, but it's nevertheless it's a big loss out of that Newcastle midfield. I think there's going to be a good game though. I think it's going to be close and I think it's going to be good. I think both teams are going to score a few. I'm going to go 2-2 draw for that game. Next up, Luton-Liverpool. I think this could get ugly for Luton. Liverpool are firing again. Klopp's got his team going. They're strong. They're scoring goals for fun. They've got great attacking players like the likes of Salah, Diaz. You know, these great Nunes. He's starting to hit a bit of form. I think Liverpool are going to blow away this Luton team. I'm going to say 3-0 Liverpool. Yeah. Spurs and Chelsea, another London derby. This is a big match. Spurs obviously right at the top of the league, playing phenomenal football. And Postecoglou, probably messed up that name, but we'll deal with it. But Tottenham have been incredible this season, attacking, fun, exciting football. Especially after losing Harry Kane, I think everyone's surprised that they're doing this well. but nevertheless, Chelsea struggling mid-table. I think they've won one game at home all season. Luckily, this is at Tottenham Stadium. It's a derby match. Form goes out the window. So that old cliche. I'm going to say this will be a close match, but just the way that Chelsea have been playing recently, I think they've been really poor, wasteful. I can't see them scoring at all, to be honest. Especially with how good Tottenham have been with Van der Ven, a new goalkeeper. They signed from Syria. Son's doing well. Maddison as well. I think he's been the best player so far this season. He's been absolutely incredible. Tottenham really signed a great player there, world-class player. So I think there's going to be 2-0 to Spurs. Don't think Chelsea will score at all. Anyway, thank you for watching. There'll be more videos coming out, more YouTube shorts. Be sure to look out for them. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day.